Bears and the South Brunswick Vikings. East Brunswick comes in with a mark of 9-2. South Brunswick with a mark of 7-4. And South Brunswick won't soon forget the last time they played early in the season. They lost by 40 points. Since then, one of the things to keep an eye on tonight, kind of an underlying story. We won't talk about it very much. East Brunswick head coach Reggie Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Channel 8 Sports. I'm Gordy Deal. Tonight, girls basketball as the East Brunswick Bears take on the South Brunswick Vikings. East Brunswick comes in with a mark of 9-2. South Brunswick at 7-4. But if you'll remember, earlier in the season, it was East Brunswick beating South Brunswick in a Red Division matchup by the score of 80-40. Now, one of the underlying stories tonight, and he won't talk much about it, but East Brunswick head coach Reggie Carney getting closer and closer to his 500th career victory. He comes into tonight's game with 497. Stay tuned for the Bears and the Vikings. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. We'll start with East Brunswick as you look in on their huddle. At the point guard spot will be Sue Firestone. She'll wear number 42 tonight, a 5'7 senior. And the other guards will be number 5, Jess Olszewski, a 5'10 junior. And the other guard will be number 14, Elizabeth Whalen, who's a 5'9 freshman and also the younger sister of the junior varsity coach, Katie Whalen, who you may remember from a couple of years ago. At forward will be number 25, Megan O'Neill. She's a 5'11 senior. And at center, 6-foot senior, number 31, Stacy Kohler. South Brunswick goes with Allie Nimzik at the point guard. She's number 13. Pam Zabo, number 12, and number 23, Dana Andreyko in the backcourt. The forwards will be Ursula Kirk. She's a junior forward wearing number 3, and Jovan Martin, a junior forward wearing number 34. South Brunswick with a mark of 7-4. They are 3-3 in the division. East Brunswick 9-2 overall and ranked number 5 in the state. That's up 4 from last week when they were number 9, according to the state rankings. Stacy Kohler will jump it up again against Ursula Kirk. East Brunswick in the home, white and green. South Brunswick in the away, black and gold. East Brunswick controls. Olszewski dumps down to O'Neill. First 2 points of the game for East Brunswick. Give Olszewski the assist. Back the other way comes South Brunswick, a little out of control and committing the double dribble. For the Vikings is Jovan Martin. Boy, talk about Megan O'Neill getting on the board first for East Brunswick. What a game she is coming off of. 19 points, 12 rebounds, 8 steals, and 4 assists in a 72-35 win over Edison. Here's Kohler, now around for Firestone, wearing number 42. Out on the right wing for Olszewski, down low for Whalen, the freshman. Knocked out of bounds, last touch by South Brunswick. EB gets it back, leading 2-0, just underway. First quarter here at East Brunswick High School. Firestone will trigger the inbound. One of the many experienced seniors on the club to another one of her experienced senior teammates, Stacy Kohler, who knocks down the easy 2. East Brunswick getting some great looks early on. They lead at 4-0. Up the floor, Ursula Kirk gets fouled. Sue Firestone will pick up a personal. That's her first, also the team's first. Allie Nimzik the inbound and gets it back from Dana Andreyko. Nimzik at the point, picked up by Olszewski. Lob pass in the paint for Martin, who's hacked on the way to the basket. Second team foul on East Brunswick. And again, they're going to get Sue Firestone. That's her second personal in less than a minute. So Firestone in some early foul trouble. And to the free throw line goes Jovan Martin. 5'10 junior forward. First is good. And it's a 4-1 lead. Second toss for Martin. Also good. Lead is cut in half. 4-2. EB over South Brunswick. Firestone at the point, looking for help. Hand off to Olszewski, the junior. At the free throw line, dumps it out for a Whalen, long 2, no good. Rebound Olszewski. Batted around. Martin with the rebound, tied up by Kohler. And the held ball belongs to South Brunswick. Vikings with a chance to tie this trip down the floor if they can manage to get it in, and they can't. Kicked out of bounds by Whalen on the double team. And Ali Nimchik will try it again. Ali's a sophomore guard, 5'6". Loose ball controlled by Firestone. She'll bring it back out. Long two for Sue. Won't fall, and South Brunswick the rebound. Now a scramble for it on the floor. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul. East Brunswick aggressive on the loose ball, but Stacy Kohler is going to get pinned with the foul. For Stacy, her first. That is team foul number 3 already. Just a minute and a half gone by, first quarter. 4-2. East Brunswick leading South Brunswick. Nimzik gets it in. This is Ursula Kirk, back to Nimzik. In trouble in the backcourt under that heavy pressure. A triple team on Nimzik. Finally dumps it off. Out on the right wing for Andreyko. Now back up top. A wild one-hander by Pam Zabo won't go. And the rebound to Kohler. East Brunswick the other way. Is Firestone. Holds high overhead. Top of the key. Left wing for Olszewski. Picked up there by Nimzik. Back for Firestone. Olszewski gets the pick from Kohler. Kohler rolls to the basket. Now they find her along the baseline. On the pass from Firestone, it's up and in. Stacy Kohler with 4. East Brunswick leads at 6-2. South Brunswick manages to beat the press. Good job of backcourt passing by the Vikings. Here's Nimzik. And the jumper clangs off the back iron for Andreyko. Loose ball scramble. Ball picked up by the freshman Whalen. Whalen on a race to the basket, but lost it out of bounds. And South Brunswick, they're going to say, did not touch it. So the Vikings will get it back. They say Whalen lost it on his own, much to the dismay of Reggie Carney. Now a whistle and a foul. They're going to call Whalen on the reach-in. And for Elizabeth Whalen, that is her first personal and team foul number 4 already on the Bears. Here's Nimzik in trouble in the backcourt, lobs it up, and it's easily picked off by Megan O'Neill. O'Neill can run the point. Cross-court pass is picked off, but regained by Sue Firestone on the near steal by Ursula Kirk. Along the baseline, turnaround jumper, Olszewski, it's good. Well, a turnaround 8-footer for Jess Olszewski. She's on the board with her first 2, and it's now 8-2. South Brunswick throws it away. Heavy pressure. Ali Nimzik could not deliver the pass. A turnover for the Vikings, and East Brunswick gets it back. 5:05 to go, first quarter. 8-2 EB. Firestone in for O'Neill. Holds high overhead. Now on the floor for Whalen. Lost control momentarily. Her pass up top is deflected, and they're going to call a foul on Dana Andreyko. That'll be Andreyko's first. Also the first team foul on South Brunswick. And East Brunswick will inbound under its own bucket. Sue Firestone will do the honors. 4:59 to go, period number 1. Firestone looking. Lob it in for O'Neill, tipped away, regained by Whalen. Whalen regains, and Firestone will set up top. Firestone guarded there by Ali Nimzik. South Brunswick in the man-to-man. Firestone looking for help out in the left wing, can't get anybody. Good job of defense by South Brunswick. Whalen for Kohler, back for Whalen up top. Whalen with a move on Nimzik. Now the kick out for Firestone. No good. Whalen in for the rebound. Whalen's shot won't go, and finally the rebound to Ursula Kirk, and she's tied up by Stacy Kohler. Wrestles it away, then throws it away. Olszewski with the easy conversion off the steal underneath. Good heads-up play by Olszewski, knowing where she was in the court and knowing that Ursula Kirk did not have many options. Here's Olszewski on the dish off the steal for Firestone, but Firestone gave it back. Here's Ali Nimzik. East Brunswick backs off the pressure and will come set in the half court. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. We're midway through. 10-2, East Brunswick on top. One of the things to watch for, head coach Reggie Carney said at the beginning of the game, we do well when we're giving up no more than 10 points a quarter. We'll watch how that develops tonight. They've struggled when they've given up more than 10 points a quarter. And lately that hasn't been the case. Scramble for the ball, and East Brunswick will get it. And we've got a timeout called by South Brunswick, and they're going to call a full timeout. 3:44 to go, first quarter. East Brunswick leads South Brunswick by the score of 10-2. Let's check in with EB coach Reggie Carney.
They're getting away with a lot of reaching, right? You know that. Don't jam everything up, okay, that it makes life easier for them. Get your spacing. Real nice job from steal to layup. We're yelling at you, take the jump shot. Just take that quick jump shot over there from the mid-corner. What?
I wasn't open, like the...
Okay, all right, okay. Now, defensively doing a real nice job, okay? On the press, great job denying, just keep up the good work there. Reminder, they're trying to beat it long middle, so again, the weak side like we've been doing. You see that ball hanging in the air, attack the ball and take it down the other end. All right, Bears, 1, 2, 3.
Bears!
All right, back on the floor for East Brunswick and South Brunswick. Reggie Carney said, don't jam, don't clog the area, keep your spaces, and wants Sue Firestone to take the jumper if she's open. He likes to press so far, and he said the weak side's going to have to come over on the press and intercept that pass because they go down the middle with the baseball pass, and we saw Megan O'Neill pick it off earlier. He wants to keep that up. Here's Olszewski getting behind the defense, rather Megan Firestone on the pass from Whalen, and Sue Firestone now is on the board with her first 2 points, pushing East Brunswick's lead to 12-2 early on. Here's Allie Nimzik, picked up by Whalen. Nimzik having trouble breathing because of the defense by Whalen. Loose ball picked up by Ursula Kirk. Feet on the right wing for Andreyko. Up top now for Nimzik. She'll try to reset against the freshman Whalen. Good defense by Whalen. This is Pam Zabo for South Brunswick. Amanda Grossman in the game, number 33 for South Brunswick. Along the baseline, the jumper by Nimzik, no good, and the rebound comes down to Olszewski. Long pass ahead for Stacy Kohler, ahead of the field, off the glass and in. Nice conversion on the fast break. Kohler delivers the goods. She has 6, and East Brunswick leads at 14-2. More pressure from the Bears. There's that pass down the middle that we saw, and that time, Amanda Grossman couldn't hang on to it. Substitution as Elizabeth Whalen and Sue Firestone take a break, and we get our first look at Morgan Baylog and Kelly Sukowicki. There's Baylog for Kohler, now out for O'Neill. Their 3 is partially blocked by Ursula Kirk. Loose ball, grabbed on the floor, through the wickets of Olszewski, back out to O'Neill. Outside on the right wing. Here's a long 3 again for O'Neill, won't go. Rebound, Baylog won't fall. Olszewski puts it up, won't go. East Brunswick dominating on the glass, and finally, Ursula Kirk comes away with it for South Brunswick. Kelly Sukowicki, 5'6" senior guard, and Morgan Baylog, a 5'6" senior guard. Lots of experience on this team. Here's Kohler on the pick, and it's blocked out of bounds by Ursula Kirk, but East Brunswick will get it back. Also entering the game now for East Brunswick, get our first look at Vicky Fisher, 5'10" senior forward, replacing Stacy Kohler. Gets a high five from head coach Reggie Carney as she makes her way to the bench. Minute 50 to go, first period. Here's Sukowicki off the inbound from O'Neill. Up top for Baylog, swinging around for O'Neill. Picked up there by Kirk. O'Neill top of the key, bounce pass Olszewski. O'Neill with a pat of the head calls the play. Here's Fisher, around for Baylog. In the corner, O'Neill, guarded there by Kirk. South Brunswick stays in the man-to-man. Olszewski on the floor. Flip it out for O'Neill. Now Sukowicki with the open look from 16, won't go. Rolls around and out. O'Neill the rebound, left-handed shot, no. Just constant pressure by East Brunswick on the basketball. Vicky Fisher poked it out of bounds. Minute 16 to go, first quarter. South Brunswick inbounds. Long baseball from Nimzik to Kirk. Nearly thrown away. South Brunswick recovers. Along the baseline, shot won't go. And we've got a held ball, and the possession arrow belongs to South Brunswick. Off the miss by Pam Zabo. Nimzik for the inbound. Here's Zabo. Zabo, also a soccer player for South Brunswick coach Jamie Bomer, now in her 2nd season. Olszewski, nice bounce pass. And a whistle and a foul as Kelly Sukowicki drives to the basket. She'll shoot a pair. The foul on Dana Andreyko. That's her 2nd personal, also the team's 2nd foul. And Sukowicki to the free throw line. First one no good by Suchowicki. Less than a minute to go, first quarter. Substitution, Elizabeth Whalen returns. Jess Olszewski takes a break. One more free throw for Suchowicki. 14-2, EB out on top early and often. Second free throw good by Suchowicki, 1 for 2 that trip to the stripe. Pressure by South Brunswick. There's that weak side steal by Whalen. And Suchowicki delivers on the break. What a nice finish by the senior. She's got 3 points. EB leads at 17-2. This is a rout early. Ursula Kirk, bounce pass along the baseline intended for Pam Zabo. Didn't get there. Turnover by South Brunswick. EB gets it back. Substitution for the Lady Bears. Stacy Kohler comes in, replacing Megan O'Neill. 33 seconds to go, period number 1. Elizabeth Whalen with a slow jog with the basketball off the floor. Suchowicki right wing. Down low on the give and go. And Elizabeth Whalen beat everybody down. Elizabeth Whalen, her first 2. 19-2 the lead. Ursula Kirk under the double team pressure. We're just bedlam in the backcourt with East Brunswick's press. And South Brunswick breaks it this time. And the basket will be no good. Traveling violation called on Pam Zabo. South Brunswick still looking to catch some kind of a break. And we have come to the end of the first quarter. East Brunswick early and often leading this one 19-2 over South Brunswick. Stacy Kohler leading the way with 6 points, followed by Jess Olszewski, who has 4. Kelly Suchowicki off the bench with 3, and 2 apiece for Sue Firestone, Megan O'Neill, and Elizabeth Whalen. Let's hear what head coach Reggie Carney has to say. It'll be tough to be critical at this huddle.
55 both ways, right? Top of the head both ways, and top of the head you can go into splash. Right, should work. Either they're going to give you the jump shot, or they're going to have to take her.
Guys, tap, I'll call 1 or 2.
Okay, so either way. All right, good job. Good job.
Bears.
Bears, 1, 2, 3. Bears.
I guess there's not a whole lot you can offer to your club when you're leading 19-2. Although I think as the game wears on, if we stay at this pace, it'll be difficult for Reggie Carney to keep the troops focused for the full 32 minutes. We'll see what happens. South Brunswick is a young squad. They are still learning under second-year head coach Jamie Bomer. Remember, in the first meeting between these two schools at South Brunswick, East Brunswick came away with an 80-40 victory. Only 2 seniors on the entire roster for South Brunswick, where it is just the opposite with East Brunswick. They are just loaded with experienced older players. On the floor for EB will be Megan O'Neill, Sue Firestone, Elizabeth Whalen, Stacy Kohler, and Jess Olszewski. And Jess triggers in for Firestone as we begin the second quarter. Here's Whalen, now Firestone. Fire it down low on the baseline for Kohler. Got it partially blocked from behind by Martin. Throw it up, no good, but a whistle and a foul. And the foul is going to go against Dana Andreyko. That'll be her 3rd personal, and quickly up off the bench is Pam Zabo, presumably to give her a break. On the floor for South Brunswick, our first look at Lisa DeToro. It's a freshman guard at 5'4". Free throw by Kohler, no good. She'll shoot one more. So the substitution is Andreyko takes a break with 3 fouls. In the game is Zabo. Also getting our first look at Julie Flancer, a senior forward. Julie wears number 10, All-State soccer player, goalie for South Brunswick. That's Julie grabbing the rebound there. The new point guard is Lisa DeToro, the freshman. And promptly throws it away on the double team pressure. But Stacy Kohler's going to give it right back. Elizabeth Whalen had her back turn to the play when Kohler fed it ahead. Whalen wasn't ready for it, so the ball comes back to South Brunswick. 30 seconds gone by here in the second quarter. Still 19-2 EB. Here's a double team pressure. DeToro gets it away for Zabo. For Martin, and back outside for Flancer. Up top they go. Here's a pick by Kohler. It's great anticipation by Stacy Kohler. Megan O'Neill will run the point. Feet ahead for Elizabeth Whalen, who got behind the entire defense and scores with a left-handed layup. Elizabeth Whalen with 4 points now. EB out to a 21-2 lead. Jovan Martin in the corner for Ursula Kirk. Kirk on the floor driving baseline, runs into Kohler, dumps it off, and has it picked off. Ahead for Olszewski, a 2-on-2 with Whalen on the flank on her left. Leans in for the banker. Jess Olszewski now with 6. It's 23-2. 6:40 to go here in the second quarter. Ooh, and a freshman DeToro hit the floor hard. Appears to be okay. She hit the back of her head when she went down. She's also limping, and I think she banged her elbow. That was not a good trip for Lisa DeToro. And they're going to get her out of the game to have a look. She hit the floor hard and brings some tears to the eyes. Allie Nimzik will replace her as the trainer's going to have a look on the sideline. She did hit the floor hard, and she is little. Nimzik in the corner for Flancer, has it poked away. Here's Whalen on the break, inside for Firestone. Off balance left-handed shot, no, but put back by Olszewski on a great read. 8 points for Olszewski, 25-2 EB leads. DeToro on the South Brunswick bench appears to be okay. Has a cup of water now and getting some consoling from her teammates. She appears to be all right. We're going to have a traveling violation called on South Brunswick. Ball goes back to EB. And the relentless pressure, and I'm looking hard. I'm trying to find an East Brunswick player that has broken a sweat, and I don't see one. That could be one of the underlying stories of this game. You never know. 25-2, and we've only played 10 minutes. On the wing for Firestone, that was the one that Reggie Carney told her to take in the 2 timeouts ago. And Firestone hit it. Long 2-pointer for Sue. She has 4. It's 27-2. Zabo for Nimzik, around to Flancer. Back to Zabo. Here's Ursula Kirk. No good. Rebound, Megan O'Neill wants to run. Loping pass ahead. Hits the referee and goes out of bounds. Olszewski wouldn't have caught up with it anyway. A turnover by EB. 5:30 to go, second quarter. East Brunswick by 25. Nimzik will jog it up. Hit Zabo on the right wing, up top. Swinging around to Flancer. Back for Nimzik. Here's Kirk, way up top now to Nimzik. Now to a cutting Ursula Kirk. Nice pass, couldn't get it to fall. Loose ball, fought for by Whalen, but she couldn't save it. South Brunswick will get it back. Nimzik against the 2-3. Olszewski picks up Zabo in the corner now, and they back it off to Kirk. Fired down low and slapped away by Kohler. Going to whistle her for the reach around on Jovan Martin. Stacy Kohler, it is her second personal foul, team foul number 5. Zabo with the inbound for Flancer. Now Kirk picked up by Olszewski. Flancer, Nimzik the long 3, won't go. Clangs off the glass in the iron. O'Neill the rebound, now the outlet pass, 2-on-1 Olszewski. Maybe one too many passes there, intended for Firestone, and Reggie Carney with his palms outstretched saying, take it to the hole, no need to pass, too many bodies in there. So East Brunswick gives it back. 4:34 to go, second quarter, 27-2. East Brunswick well in command. They won the first game, the first meeting between these two schools by 40. East Brunswick has scored 23 straight points. It was 4-2 at one point. Here's Nimzik. Can't break the streak. Rebound O'Neill. Rather, Olszewski puts it on the floor. Racing past the midcourt line. One-handed pass out to the flank, and Firestone will walk with it. The substitution, Vicky Fisher's back in, along with Kelly Suchowicki and Morgan Baylog. Whalen, Firestone, and Olszewski take a breather for East Brunswick. Midway through the second quarter. And East Brunswick in command. Pam Zabo, the long 17-footer, won't fall. Stacy Kohler the rebound, will bring it up the floor. On the wing for Baylog. O'Neill driving in the paint. Long shot by Suchowicki won't go. Rebound Zabo, and a steal by Suchowicki. Put it up and in, and a foul. Kelly Suchowicki. Foul is going to go against Allie Nimzik. For Allie, her first personal. That is the 4th team foul. in the game for South Brunswick. Number 33, Amanda Grossman, a junior forward. And we get our first look at Lauren Palumbo, a junior guard. Another one of Coach Bomer's soccer players. At the free throw line, Suchowicki converts the three-point play. She's 2 for 3 at the line tonight. That's her 4th point of the game. East Brunswick out to a 30-2 lead. It's been a 28-0 run since it was 4-2 early in the first quarter. And the schneid is finally broken. First points of the second quarter, and they come from Lauren Palumbo. And it's a full timeout called by East Brunswick coach Reggie Carney. Let's see what he has to say.
But you cannot go, all right? We went, and Vicky, you ran all the way over here. Now, the kid just shot the ball and missed. Where did the rebound land? So you've got to remember, and Lizzie, this is the same thing I'm saying to you. You guys, I don't care who cuts here. You cannot go across the basket line. You've got to stay here and yell to them that there's somebody back here. So same thing up top, right? If we end up with somebody there, again, this person can't be here. You've got to stay here. So we need 2 people on that side of the basket line. Stay there. All right, come on. Bears, 1, 2, 3, Bears.
3:15 to go here in the second quarter. East Brunswick leads it 30-4 against visiting South Brunswick. Morgan Baylog, Megan O'Neill, Vicky Fisher, Stacy Kohler, and Kelly Suchowicki on the floor for East Brunswick. That's O'Neill at the point. On the left wing for Suchowicki. Up top for Baylog. Suchowicki again. It's Fisher. O'Neill for the long 3. Won't go, and the rebound comes down to Ali Nimzik. Nimzik for Flancer. Back to Nimzik. Flancer thinks 3. Cross court for Flancer. Nimzik thinks of the 3. Thinks better of it. Thinks about it again. South Brunswick being very patient. Not a lot's happening for them. Nimzik really thinking about that 3. Finally, they work it down low, and the basket won't fall for Amanda Grossman. EB the rebound. Long pass ahead for Kelly Suchowicki. Nice bounce pass down low to Stacy Kohler on the conversion. Stacy now with 8. EB out to a 32-4 lead. 2:10 to go here in the first half. And a near steal by Kohler. She was last to touch it. Substitution for the Lady Bears. Jess Olszewski returns to the lineup, as does Sue Firestone. Stacy Kohler gets a breather. A high five from the coach. Megan O'Neill, the same thing. Jovan Martin gets her first break of the game for South Brunswick. And in for her is Nicole Burton, a junior forward, wearing number 30. South Brunswick turns it over. Firestone on one knee. Gets it out to Baylog. Baylog across the timeline. And a good hustling play that time by Nicole Burton. Comes up hobbling just a little bit after poking that pass out of bounds. East Brunswick gets it back. Minute 51 to play here in the first half. Sue Firestone will do the inbound honors. Goes up top for Baylog. Shot won't go. Firestone the rebound, has it swatted out of bounds. East Brunswick regains control. Firestone in for Fisher. There's a oh no, they're going to call it a 2 for Suchowicki. She now has 6 off the bench. East Brunswick leads by 30. Minute and a half to play, first half. There's a near steal by Baylog. The pass from Burton was intended for Lauren Palumbo, got knocked out of bounds. Here's Ali Nimzik, top of the key. Looks for help for Palumbo. Inside to Flancer. Tried to dish it down low to Amanda Grossman, didn't work out. Turnover South Brunswick, and EB gets it back. Minute 20 to go, second quarter. As we mentioned, a win tonight by Reggie Carney would give him 498 career wins, with a chance on Saturday against rival Immaculata to make number 500. The 3 by Suchowicki won't fall. Ball knocked out of bounds. East Brunswick will get it back. Vicky Fisher for the Firestone three, no. Rebound Olszewski for Suchowicki. Firestone resets. Puts it on the floor against Burton and now backs it off. There's a three for Baylog. Too long. Rebound Olszewski. Misses, gets her own rebound, puts it up, no, but a whistle and a foul. And they're going to get Amanda Grossman for her first personal. Team foul number 5 on South Brunswick, and the team fouls are all even. 40 seconds to go, first half. East Brunswick well in control. There's a cutting Suchowicki, can't convert. East Brunswick gets the ball back. Sue Firestone the inbound. 35 ticks to go. And the same play they just ran, and this time they pick up the foul. Lauren Palumbo the personal, her first, team foul number 6. Firestone up top for Baylog, picked up there by Julie Flancer. Now Firestone gets it back. Working on Nicole Burton. Left wing for Baylog, now Fisher around the horn of Firestone. Firestone looking to drive, draws 2, then dishes, but it's stolen by Lauren Palumbo. South Brunswick with some good defense. 5 seconds to go on the clock. Nimzik in for Flancer. South Brunswick didn't realize it. Suchowicki looked up at the last second and saw she had to get rid of it and did. It doesn't fall. We've come to the end of the first half with the score. East Brunswick 34, South Brunswick 4. Let's take a look at some of our halftime statistics. Leading the way for East Brunswick, Stacy Kohler and Jess Olszewski, each with 8 points. Kelly Suchowicki off the bench with 6. Elizabeth Whalen with 4. Sue Firestone with 4. And Megan O'Neill with 2 for East Brunswick's total of 34. For South Brunswick, a little less glamorous. In fact, they only have 1 field goal. Lauren Palumbo came off the bench to hit that in the second quarter. Jovan Martin made 2 free throws in the first quarter. And that is where we stand. Foul trouble. Dana Andreyko for South Brunswick has 3 personals. For East Brunswick, Stacy Kohler and Sue Firestone both managed to get through the first half with 2 apiece. And that is where we stand at halftime. East Brunswick with a mark of 9-2 and ranked number 5 in the state, leading 7-4 South Brunswick by the score of 34-4. Stay tuned. The second half coming up. There's your score as we get set to start half number 2. East Brunswick well in command, 34-4. You remember the first meeting between these two clubs, East Brunswick won it 80-40. South Brunswick's going to have to do a lot of scoring to even match the total last time. These two played the second game of the season against each other. Bears start with a quick bucket in the first 9 seconds from Stacy Kohler. Stacy now leads all scorers with 10 points. East Brunswick on the floor with Kohler, Jess Olszewski, Megan O'Neill, Elizabeth Whalen, and Sue Firestone, the original starting 5. There's a 3-pointer, no good from Dana Andreyko. And Pam Sabo is able to deliver for South Brunswick. Her first 2 points of the game. Olszewski quickly back the other way for East Brunswick, and she now has 10 game-high honors, shared with Stacy Kohler, 38-6. East Brunswick. Here's Ursula Kirk. South Brunswick a little more aggressive on offense to start the second half. Rebound for Kohler. Here's Megan O'Neill, wide open jumper. She's not going to miss that too often. Give her a little space and she'll kill you. Megan O'Neill with 4. East Brunswick 40-6. You know, one of the things I talked about at the top of the show was that Reggie Carney, the head coach at East Brunswick, was concerned about the number of points per quarter his team was giving up. And he said 10 is kind of the line. It gives up more than 10, the team struggles. If it gives up 10 or less, the team does all right. Megan O'Neill's going to pick up the foul for EB, her first personal, team foul number 1 on the Bears in the second half. So they've done so well so far. 2 points they gave up in the first quarter, 2 points in the second quarter, and 2 so far here in the third quarter. As we look at Amanda Grossman sink her first free throw. Amanda's first point of the night. One more coming. That one is also good. South Brunswick is perfect from the free throw line, 4 for 4 tonight. And that is one area where they have an advantage over East Brunswick, which is 2 for 4 tonight. Some consolation, I guess, when you're down by 32. Jess Olszewski, Megan O'Neill, everybody battling underneath. Saved in bounds to a wide open Kohler, can't get it to fall. Her own rebound, and does it correctly that time. Wow, about 5 looks that time for East Brunswick. Stacy Kohler now with 12. East Brunswick remains in command. Here's Andraco, a little too strong, rebound Kohler. Outlet pass for Olszewski, for Firestone rather, ahead for O'Neill. Off the glass won't go, gets her own rebound, puts it over the left hand, won't go. Again, the shot won't fall, and finally the rebound is Zabo of South Brunswick. Andraco in trouble in the backcourt, gets it off to Nimzik. Nimzik, baseball feed, ahead for Grossman, driving, has it stripped from O'Neill. Ursula Kirk's shot is blocked, and they're going to call a foul on East Brunswick. Sue Firestone was in the neighborhood, and she's going to get tagged with the foul for Sue. That'll be her 3rd personal, and quickly up off the bench will be Morgan Baylog. At the free throw line, Ursula Kirk, junior forward, leads the team in scoring at 15 points a game and also collects 8 rebounds a game. Ursula will shoot 2. First is good. And South Brunswick remains perfect at the free throw line. Well, they scored 4 points total in the first half, and they have scored 5 here in the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Second free throw, around and out from Ursula Kirk. And the lead is 42-9. Here's Firestone the other way, backing it off for Baylog, who's in the game now. Turnaround jumper by Olszewski in the paint. She's on the money. She has 12. Her and Kohler lead all scorers with 12 points apiece. 44-9 with 5:05 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Zabo for South Brunswick for Nimzik. Swinging around the horn for an Andraco 3. It's no good. O'Neill the rebound against 2 South Brunswick defenders. Now outraces 3 of them. Finds a wide open Kohler for the easy conversion. Kohler now with 14, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Full timeout by South Brunswick head coach Jamie Bomer with 4:47 to go in the 3rd quarter, and East Brunswick leading 46-9. Back to Reggie Carney in the EB huddle.
And waiting to see the weak side and deliver that ball right where it needs to go. Great job just now executing that fast break. Looking brilliant again. Just keep doing what you're doing. This is what it's all about. This is what the hard work's for. Just keep playing the way you're playing right now. Doing a great job. Bears, 1, 2, 3, Bears.
4:47 left to play, 3rd quarter, 46-9. East Brunswick out on top of South Brunswick. East Brunswick ranked number 5 in the state. During a little pregame chat I had with Reggie Carney, he said the last 7 practices have been the best of the season for this East Brunswick team. He said in the past, his past clubs here at EB really couldn't execute the half-court offense if their press wasn't working. Well, this year they're showing a little bit better execution offensively, although the defense is not as good as it's been. But it seems that everything is coming together in this game. Here's an Andraco long 2, and it's good. Dana Andraco, her first 2 points. Back the other way, a driving Jess Olszewski answers. South Brunswick works so hard to get a basket on offense and then just gets beat by the easy rush up the floor by East Brunswick. Here's O'Neill on a steal. In a 2-on-2, making a 2-on-1 with a great dribble penetration. Firestone lays it up, no good. Ursula Kirk lost the handle on it out of bounds. We've got some substitutions. Fisher and Suchowicki return, replacing Kohler and Olszewski for East Brunswick. Out of the game, Pam Zabo, Ali Nimzik, and Amanda Grossman for South Brunswick. In the game, Lisa DeToro, who promptly blocks a shot from Vicky Fisher. Along with DeToro, it'll be Julie Flancer and number 34, Jovan Martin. Now, Suchowicki beat him on that play twice in the first half, and now does it here in the second half. Suchowicki converts, and Kelly now has 8 points. Flancer. Around the horn for Martin. Baseline jumper won't fall. O'Neal the rebound. How many times have we said that tonight? Here's Baylog rushing up the floor. In the left corner up top for O'Neal. There's a Firestone three. It's good. Reggie Carney told her to take that open jumper in the first half, and she's delivered twice since then. Sue Firestone with the three-pointer. East Brunswick's first three of the night. She now has 7. And the lead is 42. South Brunswick the other way. Nice conversion by Julie Flancer, just chucks it up. The ball falls through, and East Brunswick's Vicky Fisher will pick up the foul. For Vicky, her first personal, team foul number 3 on EB. To the free throw line, Julie Flancer, the senior forward, all-state goalkeeper on the soccer team. Free throw won't fall, and the rebound is picked up by Vicky Fisher. Ahead of the field, Baylog in a 2-on-3, pull-up jumper, no good. And the rebound comes down to Lisa DeToro. South Brunswick comes away with the rebound, but can't get the offensive board to go back. Held ball, possession hour belongs to South Brunswick. And DeToro will trigger the inbound. 2:57 to go here in the third quarter. 53-13. East Brunswick dominating from the outset. Here's Martin. Her shot swatted by Megan O'Neal. O'Neal has blocked, rebounded, stolen, and scored. Done everything. Here's Baylog. Can't convert, gets her own rebound, put it up too strong, and the rebound comes down to Flancer. This is DeToro. She claimed before the game that she was 5'4". She failed to tell me that that was with her sneakers on and standing on her toes. She is a little one. Took a knock in the head actually in the first half as she hit the floor hard on a double team. She's back in. And Draco for Flancer inside to Martin, and a whistle and a foul on the floor. They're going to call Megan O'Neal a hold, I believe. The foul on Megan will be her second personal, 4th team foul. Jess Olszewski and Stacy Kohler return to the lineup. Out comes Sue Firestone and Megan O'Neal. 2:12 to go, third quarter. The inbound for Martin. Martin up top for DeToro, thinks 3. Now goes for Andraco, who hits the long 2. Dana Andraco with 4 points, all here in the third quarter. And with 2 minutes to go, it's 53-15. Talking with the South Brunswick coach Jamie Bomer before the game, and almost collectively when I said that I was doing the game for Channel 8 tonight, they all said, why did you pick this game? So, well, they do a lot of games. Foul is going to go against Jovan Martin, her first personal for South Brunswick, first team foul here in the second half. Stacy Kohler at the free throw line. Converts the first. She now has 15 to lead all scorers. She'll shoot one more. Second rims out. Stacy 1 for 3 at the free throw line tonight. A total of 15 points. Back the other way come the Vikings. South Brunswick trailing by 39. Make it 37 as Ursula Kirk hits the short jumper. She now has 3, and it's 54-17. Back the other way. Kelly Suchowicki can't convert. And we have a foul on the floor. They're going to call Stacy Kohler with a push. That's Stacy's 3rd personal. In the game for East Brunswick, 3 brand new faces. Number 3 is Lauren Genovese. Out of the game, Vicky Fisher and Kelly Suchowicki. And also in the game for East Brunswick is Lauren Hendricks, 5'11" junior. And we're getting our first look also at Lisa Mariski, who's a 5'5" sophomore. Hendricks will inbound to Mariski. Now for Olszewski. Olszewski, free throw line. The kick out for Mariski. The short jumper by Baylog won't fall. Rebound battled for. Kirk had it for a minute. Knocked out of bounds by Actually going to say it's East Brunswick ball. It looked like Lauren Genovese might have touched it last, and she may have thought so too because she was running down to play defense, but EB has it. In for Genovese, thinks three, puts it on the floor. Here's Mariski. Bounce pass for Olszewski. Steps in the lane off the glass. Nice move by Jess Olszewski. She has 16. And regains the scoring lead from Stacy Kohler. 35 seconds to go, third quarter. East Brunswick leads at 56-17. There's a three-pointer by Andreyko. Andreyko en fuego, as they might say on ESPN. Andreyko now with 7. Her first 3. Here's a driving Genovese, put it up, no, but a foul. And Andreyko is going to pick up the foul. That is her 4th, and we'll see what head coach Jamie Bomer decides to do. Andreyko right now leads the team in scoring, but has picked up her 4th personal foul. Lauren Genovese goes to the free throw line. 5'8" junior. Will shoot 2 with 11 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Pam Zabo up off the bench for South Brunswick. And here a pin drop in this place. First one kicks out on Lauren Genovese. Andreyko takes a breather. Zabo checks in for South Brunswick. She's number 12. Substitutions for East Brunswick also. Vicky Fisher returns. Also in the game for the first time is Moira Kirby. Second free throw by Genovese, also no good. So the lead holds at 56-20 for the time being. 5 seconds to go. Zabo in the corner for Kirk, puts it on the floor, baseline, ball stripped away, 1 second left, and that's the end of the third quarter. With the score, East Brunswick 56 and South Brunswick 20. South Brunswick has made some headway, a little more aggressive on offense, and East Brunswick has managed to get a lot of players in. See what Reggie Carney has to say in the huddle between periods.
You're running the point. That's the group that's starting out. All right. Hey, real good job. Just keep doing what you're doing again. Let's switch it off, okay? Between the amoeba and the 2-3 zone. All right. Okay. Bears. 1, 2, 3. Bears.
So 8 minutes to go in this one. South Brunswick played well in the third quarter. It's as close a quarter as we've had. East Brunswick outscoring South Brunswick 22-16 in the third quarter. Remember, this game was 34-4 at the halftime. It's now 56-20 with East Brunswick in command and getting a lot of players, a lot of work. Pam Zabo, Jovan Martin, Julie Flancer, Lisa DeToro, and Ursula Kirk on the floor for South Brunswick as we watch the cheerleaders finish up their routine. East Brunswick will send out Vicky Fisher, Kelly Suchowicki, Morgan Baylog, Lisa Mariski, and a new player in the game, Moira Kirby, the 6-foot freshman. Here's Suchowicki for Kirby. Immediately opens with a 3 and drains it from the top of the arc. Never accused Kirby of being shy. Second three-pointer of the night for EB. They've opened up a 59-20 lead. From the right wing. Shot by Zabo, no good. Rebounded by Martin against the double team. A whistle and a nope, they're going to call the hell ball. Kirby got a paw on that one. Aggressive double team. South Brunswick gets the ball back. This is Lisa DeToro with the inbound for Zabo. Gets help up top from Flancer. Now for DeToro. DeToro in the corner for Kirk. Now for Flancer. Up top DeToro. Back to Flancer. To a cutting Kirk. Put it up. No. But a foul. Kirby in there trying to block it. Got whistled for the foul. And for Moira, that's her first and team foul number 6. Shooting 2 will be Ursula Kirk. She's 1 for 2 at the free throw line tonight. Has 3 points. 40 seconds gone by here in the fourth quarter. Ursula can't get the first one to fall. She's the team's leading scorer at about 15 points a game. Has been held to 1 field goal tonight. Total of 3 points. Make it 4. Nice backspin on that free throw. Kirk now with 4. East Brunswick 59-21. And a near pick by Szabo, but she was out of bounds when she tried to save it. East Brunswick will get it back. Kelly Suchowicki, the inbound. In for Mariski. Mariski working on DeToro. DeToro slaps it away for a second. Mariski regains. Here's Suchowicki out on the left wing. Leaves a no-look pass for Balog, who works it back up top. Now they're going to call a traveling violation on Balog. I tell you, as long as we're talking about a lot of players getting a lot of time, I'm looking on the junior varsity roster. Number 22 on the East Brunswick roster is Star Twinkle Serrano. And we've just got to get some action for Star Twinkle Serrano, who's a transfer from New York, because we as broadcasters like to say those types of names. So there's my pitch for Star Twinkle Serrano as we get a whistle and a foul on the Flancer shot. Vicky Fisher's going to pick up the foul for East Brunswick. Her second personal. Team foul number 7. Flancer at the free throw line is shooting 2. It was a shooting foul. Makes the first. Flancer with 3. She's now 1 for 2 from the line. She'll shoot 1 more. Second one is good, and she looks really comfortable at the charity stripe. She has 4 points now. East Brunswick 59-23. Here's Mariski over the midcourt line. Left wing Balog. Balog driving paint. And a whistle and a foul. I believe they got Jovan Martin for the reach-in. It will be on Jovan Martin. That is her second personal. Team foul number 3 on South Brunswick. We'll get a couple of substitutions. As we see Morgan Balog go to the free throw line, looking for her first points of the night. First is good. In fact, don't be surprised if that ball's a little moist. It might have brought some rain. She arced that one so high. Morgan Balog with 1. 6:37 to go, fourth quarter. Pam Szabo and Dana Andreyko return to the South Brunswick lineup. Andreyko, saddled with 4 fouls, is back in. Second free throw also good by Balog. 2 for 2 at the line tonight. 6:35 to go. East Brunswick 61, South Brunswick 23. Pull-up jumper on the right wing is good by Pam Szabo. She has 4 points. Back the other way, Szabo with a near steal. And she knocked it out of bounds. EB gets it back. Number 33 is Morgan Balog. She'll do the inbound against the arm-waving Julie Flancer. Here's Mariski driving on the right wing. Shot no good, and the rebound comes down to Grossman. Elizabeth Whalen, the freshman, off the bench for East Brunswick, getting set to check in along with Lauren Hendricks. Here's EP the other way, and now a whistle and a foul on Dana Andreyko, and that will be her 5th. So that'll be all for Dana Andreyko, who finishes the game with a total of 7 points. South Brunswick's leading scorer, and in for her will be Allie Nimzik. Waylon Hendricks. And now a double dribble. South Brunswick gets the ball back. Just under 6 minutes to go in the final quarter. 61-25, East Brunswick in command. Looking to improve to 10-2 overall. Reggie Carney wins this game. If you missed it earlier, he will pick up career win number 498. Here's a pull-up jumper from the free throw line by Balog. It's no good. Rebound fought for. Suchowicki threw it up. They got hammered on the way to the hole. And the foul on South Brunswick will go against Amanda Grossman. That is her second personal and team foul number 5 on South Brunswick. Reggie Carney will have a chance to win career victory, or career game number 500, I should say, on Saturday against the 7th ranked team in the state, Immaculata. First free throw is good by Kelly Suchowicki. She has 9, 3 for 4 from the line. Make it 3 out of 5 now. She holds at 9 points. So Saturday should be a thriller. Number 5 East Brunswick against number 7 Immaculata. And a 3-point banker from Elizabeth Whalen. her first 3 of the night. She has 7. East Brunswick 65-25. The lead is 40. That's what they won the game by last time when these two played. And the first points of the night for Lauren Hendricks, who hits the left wing jumper. Here's a cutting Grossman with the feet out to Zabo. Her jumper won't fall. Here's a long cross-court feed. And Fisher converts underneath. Vicky Fisher with her first 2. 10 players have now scored for East Brunswick. They lead at 69-25. Here's Amanda Grossman converting for South Brunswick the other way. She has 4. And we've got a 20-second timeout on the floor with East Brunswick leading at 69-27 with 4:03 to go. And we'll see what head coach Reggie Carney has to say.
Out there.
And apparently Reggie just wanted to make some substitutions. Didn't have a whole lot to say. What do you say? He's leading 69-27. And let me clarify something before. Saturday's game will not really be a traditional number 5 versus number 7 matchup. If you go by the home news rankings, Immaculata is ranked 7th in the home news area top 10, while East Brunswick is ranked number 5 in the state. So it's a 5 versus 7 technically, but from 2 totally different polls. But nonetheless, it should be a good game. Both teams are very well coached, and East Brunswick and Immaculata have a terrific history. It's developed into a very good rivalry. Moira Kirby back in the game, can't get the jumper to fall. The rebound comes down to Lauren Hendricks. Here's the kick out for Whalen. Now for Lisa Mariski. Other player in the game is Lauren Genovese. 3:35 to go. Here's Genovese. Poked at by Nicole Burton. Gets it for Hendricks. Hendricks the pull-up jumper. Won't go, and the rebound for Burton. Here comes South Brunswick the other way. East Brunswick 9-2 in the season. Losses to St. Peter's of New York and Columbia High School up in North Jersey. 2 sound programs. But East Brunswick has just been kicking around the rest of the Greater Middlesex Conference, especially in the Red Division where they're undefeated. Here's Lauren Genovese. And they give her a 2. Lauren Genovese on the board. Her first points of the night. 71-27. 2:50 to go. Nicole Burton's shot won't go. Follows her own rebound, but can't get it. East Brunswick with it. And East Brunswick calls a timeout. Going to make a substitution. .237 left to play. 71-27. East Brunswick in command. It's nice to see that East Brunswick is almost keeping things all in the family here, if you will. You mentioned Elizabeth Whalen, who's a freshman on this team, while her sister Katie played 4 years here at East Brunswick, and Katie is now the junior varsity coach. It's good to see Katie back after graduating from Wagner and playing 4 years at the Staten Island school. Lauren Genovese, here's Lisa Mariski. In the game with Moira Kirby, Lauren Hendricks, and Melissa Dudra. So now everybody on the roster has played for East Brunswick. Here's Mariski. The running jumper rolls around and out. Knocked out of bounds by South Brunswick. East Brunswick will get it back. Melissa Dudra, 5'9" junior. Mariski with the inbound. Slapped away by Nicole Burton and out of bounds. East Brunswick gets it back. Here's There's a wide open Genovese who puts it up and in. Lauren Genovese now with 4. East Brunswick extends to 73-27. There's not much that South Brunswick coach Jamie Bomer can do except watch her young club maybe learn a few lessons here tonight. Here's Amanda Grossman for Allie Nimzik. Cross court for Lauren Palumbo. The bounce pass inside by Burton is stolen by Lauren Hendricks. The other way, Mariski with a lob pass and a conversion by Melissa Dudra. That's some pretty good work by the reserves here for East Brunswick. They showed the 2-3 zone. Dudra pops out on Palumbo. Along the baseline, the shot partially blocked as Mariski got a piece of Nimzik's shot. Ball loose, fought for, grabbed by Genovese. Genovese with 1:20 to go in the ball game. Up ahead for Mariski. Fire it down low to Kirby. Little sky hook is good. Moira Kirby with 5. East Brunswick by 50, 77-27. Hey, you know, if you watch a lot of sports here on Channel 8, you're familiar with the name Tony Simonelli, longtime J.P. Stevens football coach and athletic director, as we see the banker from Lauren Palumbo. Lauren now with 4. East Brunswick the other way, and 2 more points for Melissa Dudra. Well, Tony Simonelli quit several years ago as football coach at J.P. Stevens, and now he has recently announced his resignation as athletic director. And people who follow East Brunswick sports are well familiar with the legend over at J.P. Stevens High School, as we see Lisa DeTuro hit a 3-pointer. So congratulations to Tony Simonelli. I know he's well respected by the people in East Brunswick. They have had some wars over the years in almost every sport, but especially football when Simonelli was the coach. So congratulations to him. Simonelli's been around a long time. Actually played his football at Rutgers University and was part of that 1961 undefeated team, along with another name you might be familiar with, Pierce Fraunheim. He was on that Rutgers team as well. He's the athletic director at Immaculata, who's in here on Saturday for East Brunswick's next game. And at the buzzer, we see Lauren Palumbo hit a 3-pointer, and that's the ball game. Final score, 79-35. East Brunswick wins it. Let's run down the scoring quickly. For East Brunswick, leading the way, Jess Olszewski, who finished with 16 points, 8 in each half. After that, it was Stacy Kohler, who had 15. 7 points for Elizabeth Whalen and Sue Firestone. Kelly Suchowicki off the bench with 9. And after that, it was Moira Kirby with 5. Megan O'Neill with 4. Melissa Dudra with 4. Lauren Genovese with 4. Morgan Baylog had 2, and Lauren Hendricks had 2. 11 players scoring for East Brunswick. For South Brunswick, the rundown went like this. 2 players with 7 points apiece, Dana Andraco and Lauren Palumbo. And after that, it was Amanda Grossman with 4, Pam Zabo, Julie Flancer, and Ursula Kirk with 4. Lisa DeToro had 3, and Jovan Martin had 2 for South Brunswick. South Brunswick falls to 7-5 on the season, 3-4 in the division. East Brunswick, ranked number 5 in the state, still rolling. They improved to 10-2, and Reggie Carney gets ever closer to career victory number 500. Final score once again, East Brunswick 79, South Brunswick 35. I'm Gordy Deal. See you next time on Channel 8.